However, not all discrimination is in the form of segregation. Discrimination can also come in large groups which commit hate crimes. The rise of the Ku Klux Klan is one of the most notorious and largest ethnocentric groups. It was founded in 1866 but became popular in the mid-1900s. The Ku Klux Klan advocated white supremacy, anti-Semitism, anti-Catholicism, racism, homophobia, anti-communism, and nativism. Yet why was the Ku Klux Klan so popular? Sociologist Raphael Ezekiel proposed a theory. Through his observational study of Ku Klux Klan members, he discovered that the population is always hungry for an activity that promises dignity or meaning to the lives that are working poorly in a highly competitive world. Groups such as the KKK bring a sense of meaning to their lives and redirect their miseries onto someone else. The following clip is the first-hand glimpse of KKK members.
We are joined together in the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan for the preservation of the American ideals and all a white man holds dear. We are for law enforcement. We are for prohibition. We are against the influx of foreign immigration that is tending to break down what the American people have built up. We stand for a high spirit of Americanism, fraternalism, and for civilization. And we have joined together the white men and the white women of America. Sister?
Sorry.
For the preservation of the ideals and institutions of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we have here? Black man! Black man!
I can't believe how many people say this.
At the height of this era, the civil rights movement occurred. It was a response to centuries of prejudice and discrimination. Several leaders arose from the civil rights movement. One of the most notable ones is Martin Luther King Jr., who advocated nonviolent protests. He brought the plight of African Americans to the attention of all ethnicities around the world. One of the most memorable speeches in history is his I Have a Dream speech.
I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
One of the most notable accomplishments of the civil rights movement is integration. Back then, all schools were segregated. Yet the landmark case of Brown versus Board of Education changed everything. It declared that state laws, which established separate public schools for black and white students, denied black children equal educational opportunities. This was the first step in many steps to greater racial equality. Only through the achievements of the civil rights movement are we able to have that sort of school environment like the one in CHS, where legalized racial segregation is a thing of the past. The racial inequality currently is not as obvious as it was 50 years ago. The inequality lies in social class and the opportunities each social class warrants. In suburban neighborhoods such as this one, the majority of the population is white. The children live relatively smooth and carefree lives. They are granted a good education to have a successful future. Yet in many African American homes, there is a culture of poverty, which has persisted since the civil rights movement. 26% of African Americans and Latinos live in poverty. It is passed on from generation to generation as parents socialize their children into the same social class as them. The children live in inner-city homes or apartments. Because of their lower-class lifestyle, they lack a good education and cannot take advantage of opportunities to move up in the social ladder. All of this contributes to the persisting racial inequality in America today.